Here we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am very excited to welcome a returning guest here, former three-time United States champion. Please welcome Rusev. Rusev, how are you?
Fantastic. Thank you for having me again. It's been a while, but I'm happy to be here.
Yes. Hey, man, I got to shout out the t-shirt. You look really awesome. It's a great shirt.
That little thing, my PR team was trying to judge me, and they said, no, that's a horrible shoe. You should put a tuxedo. And I said, no. This is Versace.
Yes.
So that's what my wife does too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love it. Well, let's get right to it. Paris, you're in Paris right now. Clash in Paris is happening. You have a big match against Sheamus. Going into this is your biggest match since your return to WWE. How do you feel about it?
I think it's more than my biggest match since my return. I think it's the biggest match that I have in a while. And it's also going to be the most brutal match I've had ever. Right, so I expect nothing less but pain. I expect nothing less but very hard physical match with Sheamus. We all know Sheamus. He's a stubborn. He's got a big heart, and he can hit hard, but he can also get hit hard. So it's not going to be an easy match. We've already reserved a couple of beds in the nearby hospital just in case. But yeah, I'm excited. I can't say that I'm not excited.
So one of the things that you mentioned was that this has been your biggest match in a long time.
Yeah.
And so, obviously before this, you were in AEW, and obviously I watched you on there. One of my favorite moments actually was watching you wrestle Hobbs and the crowd chanting, me. That was awesome. And then from there, meat chants took over. But when you look back at your time in AEW and now your time coming back to WWE, when did you make that decision that you were sort of done with your chapter in AEW?
After I learned that I'm the best in the world, right after I decided that I was there for a few years, I beat up quite a few people, and I've gained my confidence way more than I had before in WWE. All the experience from the years before, what I've been taught by John Cena, by The Big Show, by all these great, amazing superstars that I fought in WWE, I had to put to test right when I was in AEW to form, I had to use everything I've learned. And after I did that, after I experimented, after I saw that I'm the best one there, I thought it was time to come back. No doubt, because I still have the goal to be a world heavyweight champion here in WWE.
How different was it returning to WWE? Because since you were last there's been a lot of, changes. And then also the talent is so different. What was the biggest surprise, if any, when you came back?
I was surprised. Well, it's a pleasant surprise about how WWE has grown, if you would like to say that, to see the packed arenas every single night, oversold. Everywhere we go, it's just something that before it was not like that, and that's unbelievable to see. And especially now with the partnership with Netflix, that my parents can now watch me at home without just pirating from somewhere else, which is really nice. Mom, you don't have to get the same thing. You can just click on Netflix. I'll pay the $16 or whatever. So that's just unbelievable. The partnerships, the collaborations that WWE has done, they're just unheard of and unmatched. But the talent, you said, I see a lot of young talent, hungry talent. I have a lot of it. I feel like this is the best locker room I've been since I've been in WWE or AEW. I love this locker room. And I see a lot of potential for people to destroy in a match.
Yeah, some new enemies, some old enemies that you can sort of resurface and all of that. When you came back to WWE, were there any hesitations or things that you were maybe concerned about before you came in, or did that just not exist and you were like ready to go?
I had a little rust, to be honest, like a little ring rust, if you will. Because in AEW, I did not have as many matches. I had probably like 30 or 40 matches in 4 or 5 years. And before, I used to have 30 matches in 30 days or something. So it's a difference. So I had to shake a little bit off the rust. But that served me well. And the more I fight Sheamus, the better I feel. The more aggressive I get, the more I get into my flow. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. Really excited to showcase my full ability once I click back in completely.
The last time you were in WWE, you looked very different. Obviously, your physique has changed over the years, and from the last time the WWE fans saw you to now. All right, I was going to say, holy shit, what's happening there?
Look at the Versace's.
bouncing Versace's. All right, I'm dead. So now, and I forgot my question. Now, literally,
Let's move on.
but no, I was talking about the physique, and that's what I did want to ask you though. Is what do you do? Like, how do you get to where? How did you get to where you are now? What do you eat in the day? What does the workout look like? All of that.
Well, thank you. First of all, thank you. I've put a lot of work, a lot of time, not just the workouts. I've always been working out, but the time to learn about nutrition and what is the right thing to eat, what is the wrong thing to eat. And a lot of people have helped me throughout my way because I had no idea, like I said, and I'm not like, and I wanted to find out how can I transform my body without doing anything stupid, right? So I got a coach. I'm working with Cesar Benoni. He's a great coach that he's helping me right now. Before that, I was trying to do it on my own, kind of in a keto way. But then once I started working with him, I said, hey, I want to be this and this. And he adjusted all the macros and everything. And it's all about consistency. It's always about that. Consistency. I work out twice a day. I do cardio in the morning. I work out in the afternoon. I eat carbs now more than before. So it's definitely just learning, trying. And if you fail, you got to try something else, but you got to give it time and you have to be consistent. That's number one, consistency.
So, what do you eat in one day?
In the morning, I will eat oatmeal. I will eat eggs or egg whites, most likely. For lunch, I will do like 200 grams of ground meat, ground beef, and I'll do like 200 grams of rice and 150 grams of beans per se, and with some oil. Then I'm gonna do the same meal one more time, and then one more time probably I'm gonna have the same meal. Or then you can pick and choose. Oh, I'll take out the beef, but I'll put fish, or I'll take out the fish, but I'll put like chicken or whatever. As long as you keep your macros, like your calories, right, and you don't surpass that, you'll be fine. It doesn't matter if it's a fish, chicken, or I'm not like, ooh, I'm not a too like detailed guy. It's a rough thing. Boom, boom, boom. You know.
So when you do have those cheat days, what do you make sure that you get out of your cheat days?
You know what? I'm in this point that cheat day is not really important to me, to be honest. I used to be a guy like, oh man, I can't wait for Sunday to go nuts and eat all this. But I love the food that I eat. I really, really do. I love my ground beef because I put the good spices. And when I get tired of these spices, I change the spices. And the same thing with the rice. The same thing with it. It's all about staying in the calorie range. But you can be a little bit creative with the calories. That's what I'm saying. If you take this as a diet, right? Oh, I'm restricting myself. Then mentally you're gonna think, oh, about that day you can be unrestricted. But that's just not you just it's a lifestyle. You just have to learn what's the right way to do it. Anything else it's gonna fail. Anything else is gonna fail.
That's awesome, man. And I think anybody listening to you here has seen you change yourself. And just so if we're going to listen to anybody, definitely listen to what you're saying. All right. My last question, because I know we're almost out of time here, but that is, your goals now that you're back in WWE. I know you mentioned being a world champion, but is there anything on top of that feuds you want to do, or just even like how you want people to see your legacy as Rusev in WWE?
I don't think about legacy. I don't think that I'm here for that. I think God, Jesus put me on this earth not just to be a legacy guy. I'm not self-absorbed type of guy. I want to give hope to the kids. I came from a place that kids don't dream. Kids don't think about anything. They just want to survive. They just want to make it to the next week, and that's not the right mentality. And as I want to tell any kids like this around the world that you can do it, man. You can. I had the craziest dream to be a professional wrestler in a communist Bulgaria country, that you have to like go and search for videotapes just to see what professional wrestling is. Call me crazy. I've been called crazy so many times but it doesn't matter. If you gotta find what you love, that's the thing. If you'll find what you love, don't look for the money. Just find what you love and what's in your heart, because that's what God gives you. And then once you pursue that, the money will come by itself. You don't have to worry about it. But find what you love, because if you chase money, you're willing to do anything for money, and that's when people are lost. But if you do what you love, who cares? Everything else is gonna be okay.
Well, Rusev, thank you so much as always. And I will see you on the next one, and have fun at Clash in Paris. Thank you,
Thank you so
everybody. We'll
much.
catch you on the next one.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.